There have been many animated superhero shows. There's a whole DC animated universe, and Marvel just keeps making Spider-Man show after Spider-Man show. But there are a select few that people always talk about, and in this video, I'm going to be going over them and telling you all why they're so great. First up is probably the lesser out of this list, but still in my eyes, it was a very good show. The Fantastic Four: World's Greatest Heroes was a great cartoon. It came out at a time where the Fantastic Four wasn't getting much love, and those movies were currently coming out. It showed a different dynamic than any other medium did. The show wasn't a critical success, only lasting one season with a total of 27 episodes, but to many fans, the series was great. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about a series known as Batman Beyond. This series is set in the same universe that Batman the Animated Series and Justice League are set in. In a distant future, Bruce Wayne is too old to continue on with his crusade, leaving it up to a teenager known as Terry McGinnis. The show lasted 3 seasons with a total of 50 episodes, also adding a very popular movie called Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. This series left Batman and superhero fans in awe at the writing, directing, and plot of this show. It was a critical success and helped form the stigma for the DCAU. I personally grew up with the Batman Beyond show, and it's actually very good. It actually personally taught me a lot about the characters of Batman and Terry McGinnis, and it formed my love for the characters today. I would definitely recommend watching it if you haven't. Now, there is only one more Marvel show on this list, but before we get there, let's talk about a little show called Teen Titans. And no, I'm not talking about that kiddish Teen Titans Go. I'm talking about the real Teen Titans. Teen Titans aired on Cartoon Network, lasting up to 5 seasons with a total of 65 episodes. This show was a major success with fans to the point that there are still people today who need and want to see a season 6. This show introduced sidekicks to the public eye and made them cool. Many storylines in the show were actually very real and dark, leaving it to be for both kids and adults. This show formed my love for the character of Robin in the team of Teen Titans, leaving a great taste in my mouth. I definitely recommend checking this out. All episodes are currently available on the DC Universe streaming service. Definitely consider buying it just to watch that show. So moving on to the last Marvel show, and I think everyone knows what it is. The Spectacular Spider-Man only lasted 2 seasons and with a total of 26 episodes. This show was short-lived and did not deserve a cancellation. The only reason it was cancelled is because of a deal that Disney made with Sony, and since Sony was the showrunner for it, they had no choice but to drop it. Spectacular Spider-Man showed Peter Parker in high school. The show picks up a few months after he acquires his powers, and from there we get one of the best animated shows to date. Since this show has been cancelled, Marvel has come out with 2 or 3 more Spider-Man cartoons, and none of them compare. Definitely check out the Spectacular Spider-Man, because as of recent, the newer cartoons are quite kiddish and don't explore the themes that Spectacular did. This next show is very popular, and even the name will just draw people in. I'm of course talking about Justice League. Now there are 2 versions of this show, both taking place in the same timeline, but I'm focusing on the first. Justice League ran for 2 seasons with a total of 52 episodes. This show focused on the core members of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Martian Manhunter. It focused on a more alien plot, bigger scale, and bigger threats than the Teen Titans show or any of the solo cartoons did. It was a team of superhero badasses, so what do you expect? Before I get to the obvious first, I'm going to talk about Young Justice. This show is actually still on air right now, but is only on the 3rd season. It started in 2010 and ran till 2013 with a total of 46 episodes. It then went on to be cancelled by Cartoon Network because of toy sales or lack thereof. But as of January 2019, we are getting a 3rd season that already has 3 episodes out. This show was petitioned for years and the fans finally got what they deserved. In Season 1 it focused on core few members, and in Season 2 it introduced many more teen heroes. The show focused on dark themes like kidnapping, cloning, and even trafficking. It did what Teen Titans did, but better. This show has been come to be known as one of the best animated shows ever. It brought sidekicks into a new light and introduced many characters to fans like Blue Beetle and Aqualad and many more. It kept hope for the future of DC cartoons, and it made a lot of fans happy. Now for the top show that everyone has on their list, Batman the Animated Series. This show ran for a total of 81 episodes, and every episode was a piece of art. It introduced characters like Harley Quinn for the first time, it brought out relationships with Batman and his partners like Robin, and it showed a darker side of cartoons. The Joker was a big part in the series, and his dynamic with Batman just made the show that much better than it already was. Batman the Animated Series was meant for children, but eventually adults and teens everywhere flocked to it and now consider it the quintessential Batman experience. I personally didn't watch the show until I was about 13 or 14, but when I did, I realized how much the character of Batman means to people and how great he is. He is definitely in my top 5 list. So those are at least my top superhero cartoons. I'm sure many can argue that I didn't have Superman the Animated Series or SpiderMan the Animated Series on this list, but to me, those just don't hold up or have a place on this list. Now before I go, I just want to clarify that this list was in no specific order, and I was just listing the shows as I saw fit. Anyways, thank you all for watching another one of my videos. Be sure to remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also remember to hit that bell to keep up to date on any future videos. Thank you for watching. Peace.